What's going on, everyone? Happy Tuesday. It is Cinco Squad. We are back for another episode. With me is Grandpa J. What's going on, brother? It's a fantasy football Tuesday.
Let's do it.
We know a lot of drafts are coming up here in the next, maybe week or so.
Weeks. Last weekend's probably. Next weekend's the last weekend.
Next weekend, we're going to be giving you all of our picks, some sleeper picks, and then, maybe some guarantees that you should take. So,
as we used to say, it's a lock.
So, Grandpa Jay, what are you thinking about for fantasy football? Are you feeling confident this year in the Cinco Squad League?
Yeah, I feel last year was my down year. I think I had a terrible draft. I kind of reached for too many young players, so I'm not going to go that route. And I highly advise you guys not to take too many young guys, unproven guys on your roster as well.
Yeah, I mean, the thing I went with last year is I was trying to get quarterback, wide receiver duo of the top ones. I ended up getting Chase, and then I couldn't, and then goddamn Mike snuck Burrow away from me right before, because Mike was right before me in the draft.
Yep.
So how we're going to run this show is basically every Tuesday throughout the season, we're going to just give you some fantasy picks, some fantasy sleepers, some things to look out for your fantasy weeks. And honestly, give us your advice too, because we want to know what you're thinking as well when it comes to fantasy football.
Only if you're a winner, though. Like, if you're a mid-pack, bottom of the total on your draft, like, you can hold your advice, all right? I've won my big fantasy draft 2 out of the past 3 years, finished 4th last year. So I ain't bragging, but it's been a good 3-year run.
That's all I hear.
I was running up in our draft the year before that. So.
Yeah.
Or 3rd place.
So let's get it cracking. We're going to go through here and discuss our – I'll let you take it away with our top 10 with what we're doing.
Yeah, so basically, John and I are going to go back and forth there. It doesn't matter if we choose the same players. We're just giving you guys a rundown of if you're in a 10-person fantasy draft, and we'll do a bonus too because a lot of people are in 12 as well. We're going to tell you what our 1 through 12 looks like if we had to pick at each position. So if you guys are kind of confused, you're like, damn, I'm picking 5th or 7th or wherever in my draft. I think everybody who's won knows who they're going to take if you have the number 1. It's pretty concise right now. We probably have the same one. Everybody's going that way. So you're pretty locked in at 1. After that, it's kind of like, damn, I don't know if I should take this guy or that guy. So we're going to help you decide how to lock in that first round pick tonight. And then we're going to give you a sleeper and somebody not to reach for because we think they're going to underachieve this year.
All right, I'll let you break it off. Who you got first, Mr. Number 1?
Guaranteed, no questions asked. It is Senor Yamar Chase, but some people like to call him Jamar.
Yeah, I mean it's the way that the offense looked last night for the Bengals, the Bungalows, as you like to call them. The Bungalongles, they did not look very good, as he's going to have to throw a lot again this year because they don't have an offensive line.
The defense has lost their best playmaker. You have to figure that they're going to be behind for most games because they didn't do anything to improve the defense. And they re-signed T. Higgins, so now you have 2 happy receivers and a trigger-happy quarterback. Volume is going their way all day long, every day.
I'm going, and I'm not letting my dad take him this time. I'm going with Mr. Saquon Barkley, and I can finally do it as my number 1 pick. I think Derrick Henry. No, mine was Jamar Chase, and I got Derrick Henry second. Mm-hmm. But I'm going with Saquon. The offensive line is healthy. Landon Dickerson will be back.
This is if you had the first, you're taking him number 1 if you were drafting 1-1.
How do you not? He ran for 2,000 yards and almost received for what? 500 or 600?
Well, who's ever matched that back-to-back years? I mean, that's the only thing that I'm concerned about.
Derek?
In a very run-heavy offense with no receivers, though.
But, I mean, we had receivers on the Eagles, and they still run. I mean, they're going to run the ball. That's the thing. Is the offense is as balanced. And now getting Mechie, they're as balanced as they're going to be. So, I'm going to go with Saquon. He's a stud. He can catch it out of the backfield like he does. And I'm going to go with him. Who's your second?
Number 2. He loves Saquon. I love me some Bijan. We know that Bijan was kind of disappointing in his rookie year. He really turned it on last year. Now we see that we may have a quarterback that's more athletic, that can extend plays. Guess who's going to benefit from that? Bijan Robinson. Their defense is improving. They still have a long ways to go as well. They were in a lot of high-scoring games last season. Their receivers haven't proven they could be number ones yet. Drake London is still kind of hoping that people consider him one. And we all know the story with Kyle Pitts. So I think Bijan is going to get a ton of volume. I think he's going to get the most looks as a running back. And this is for PPR, by the way, guys. So Bijan's my number 2 pick.
You know, I'm going to go with my number 2 as I draft how I prepare. And I prepared that I got this here. And I think I'm going to go with I think I'm going to go with Puka Nacua.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna draft up for him.
Okay.
I think he's gonna have a good year. I mean, I think he's the number 1 now. They've solely met it, and then all of a sudden they bring in Devontae, who's gonna get a lot of looks, but he's also gonna get double coverage a lot because he's still Devontae Adams.
You don't think he's gonna go the other way? You don't think they're gonna double Puka, knowing how he emerged last year?
I mean, Devontae's still Devontae. I mean, why wouldn't you grab him? So I'll go Devontae for number 2.
Puka, you mean?
Or no, Puka, yeah.
Don't pick Devontae with your second pick if you have the number 2 pick.
All right.
Third pick, I love the volume, guys. Even though a lot of people are saying, oh, Pickens is a great addition for Dallas, I think Pickens is a bust, to be honest, which means Dak loves one guy on that team. Every quarterback that throws the ball for Dallas loves one guy, that's CeeDee Lamb. I think he'll have the most catches out of any receiver in the game. So because of volume, I'm going to go CeeDee with my 3rd overall pick.
I'm going to have to go with 3rd overall, and I'm playing the long game, and I think this guy is going to ultimately have a long season. I'm going to go with James Conner. Go running back, receiver. Or running back, receiver, running back right now.
Okay.
A little bit of strategy.
Are you looking at this as you're drafting from the 2-3 position, or are you building your team right now? What are you doing there?
I thought we were building our team.
No, I said we're drafting. If you are at the number 1 pick, who would you take with the first pick? If you were the number 2 pick, who would you take with the second pick?
Okay.
That's what I was saying. You sure you want to take Puka with your second pick? That's what I said. I remember we're on the same page right now. So let's get back on the same page. Instead of building your team, what we're saying there is in round 1, if you're 1, who are you taking? If you have the 2.
All right. I take Saquon still at 1.
Okay.
If I was number 2, Saquon's gone. I'm going to go... I mean, obviously, yeah, let's go Chase. You got to go Chase. I mean, he's going to get that production for you, and he's going to have that opportunity for you to...
If you're not taking him 1, then the number 2 person's like, thank goodness he fell in my lap, right? So
yeah, and then all of a sudden, Saquon goes off for 2,500 yards and 1,000 receiving yards.
And you look like a genius.
Yeah.
I took CD 3rd if I had the 3rd overall pick.
You know, I was throwing this back and forth between Christian McCaffrey and Justin Jefferson. And I don't know how healthy Christian McCaffrey can last you. I mean, granted, Justin Jefferson did end up out of the last part of the season last year, but I'm gonna have to go Justin Jefferson for my number 3. I mean, it's almost a lock for a 3 because
he's gold.
He's liquid gold, not liquid gold. That sounds weird.
He's gold.
He's gold. Pause.
4th overall pick. I'm hearing so many good things about this kid. I know that he might be sharing the backfield, but I heard that they're shifting him all over the field this year.
Oh, yeah.
And we've seen that they've shortened Jared Goff's game, and this is the reason why he's leading the league or has led the league in completion percentage, because they're shrinking the field and just chipping away. And Jamar Gibbs is going to be a big reason why that offense stays on the field. I think he's going to have a career year, so I'm taking Jamar Gibbs. If I have the 4th overall pick, I'm going Jamar Gibbs.
Well, Jamar's Gibbs' brother just got drafted. So now Jahmyr Gibbs will be drafted for me. So I'm going with you on that one.
Yep.
His name's Jahmyr.
Jahmyr, excuse me. So, sorry guys, I can't read. Jahmyr, it all looks the same to me. So.
That's his brother, Jamar. He's sitting on the couch. He's like
Jahmyr, Jahmyr. People call me James, but my name
there's
has
no
an
A in there.
Yeah, but people call me James, and my name's Jamie. So say whatever they want.
Well, there's not very smart people.
If I had the 5th pick, this is my guy. I gotta go with Judda. So Justin Jefferson, hands down. He's just pure magic. Doesn't matter who's throwing him the ball. Take Justin Jefferson if you have the 5th overall pick.
I think you have to go with CMC in this pick. This is the 5th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you got to go CMC here. He's going to give you the touches. They revamped the offensive line. He's going to get those catches out of the backfield. But all three running backs I just mentioned are going to get those touches out of the backfield. Mm-hmm. That's what you're going to get out of that. They have a well-balanced offense with that receiving core, building around Kittle and what's his name? Not Godwin. What's his name? Got hurt. He got hurt.
Juwan Jenkins?
No. Who's the receiver that got
Ayuk?
Yeah, Brandon Ayuk. Building around those two guys, I mean, that's what they're looking for. And then you have not Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens' son playing for the team. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So I'm going to go with CMC. I mean, you gotta pick him up and take a chance on him.
Okay. Number 6. If you are the number 6 position and you are worried that this guy is not going to be a high-volume guy, do not be concerned. And it doesn't matter who the quarterback is. Receivers will break out in their second year, as running backs do. Take Malik Neighbors if you have the 6th overall pick.
I don't believe in that. I don't like that pick because he's hurt right now and with a back injury, and they don't know when he's coming back. No pun intended, but I don't like that pick because of that. But so I'm going to go with Brock Bowers.
Nice.
I'm going to take him. You convinced me last time when we were talking, and I think he's got the willpower to get, even though that this team's like built a little bit different now with Ashton Genty. Pete Carroll loves gritty players, and that's what Brock Bowers is, and they're going to feed him the ball.
Yep.
What do you get, 200 receptions last year or something like that?
He got a lot. He got 200, but he got a lot.
He got a lot, right?
He got a lot of looks.
Yeah.
And the offense is a little more balanced this year, so I think his volume will go down slightly. So I would wait personally, but if you believe in him that much, and I said on our show last night, I think he's tied at number 1. I might reach at that point if I didn't get all my guys in those first 6 picks. All right, pick number 7, your boy, Saquon Barkley. I can't wait any longer. If somehow he falls to you at 7,
go Birds!
You have to go for him on 7. Don't risk it and be like, oh, someone's not going to take him. I'll wait. No, he's done in the first round. So if you get him at 7, take it. We all know why. We don't have to say why. Just leaping over people backwards, doing whatever he wants on the football field. I know the offensive line isn't the same. However, Saquon is. So I'll take Saquon 7th overall pick.
Okay, I'm going to go Derrick Henry. I'm 7. I mean, he's proven that he's getting stronger. He's getting better with age. He's a machine.
He is.
He's a freaking machine.
His training regime in the offseason is
I
nuts.
mean, it's unreal that he's still running hills with weights on him. Mm-hmm. He looks in great shape right now.
Yep.
Obviously, we haven't seen him play because of preseason, and you shouldn't see him play in preseason. He's going to get enough wear and tear. What they did in the offseason to get more guys around him, around Lamar for him, more better. Good English, everyone. better offensive line for them. I think that's a steal at 7. Who's your 8?
I think you would drop into the second round, and at least the draft I'm in.
What a steal in the second round.
I would wait for the turn. I think you would be there for me if you had like the 10 and you turned on 11.
Imagine that.
12, 13.
10-1 and you get our 10th pick.
And I might do that based on in my other league. I'm 10, so we'll see. So now we're on the 8th pick. At this point here, I'm probably not wanting Amon St. Brown to be on somebody else's team. Even if it doesn't pan out where he's not having the year you want, he's great trade bait if he doesn't work out to be your 1, but you're deep and you kind of hit with receivers afterwards. You could use him and pick up another big player at a position you may have bonked at in your draft. So I'm going to take him for insurance. So I got Amon St. Brown at number 8.
Yeah, I like that pick because he's, again, another guy that's getting better and better with as he gets older. He's Jared Goff's good friend. They hang out outside. Their wives hang out outside of football. It's like, how do you not look at him? I mean, what, he had 1,500 yards and didn't make the All-Pro team?
Yes.
He had more yards than CeeDee Lamb, had more yards than everybody on that list, and didn't get put on the All-Pro team 2 years ago.
Yep.
Had what? Almost 1,000 yards last year, or no, he had over 1,000 yards last year. So he's going to give you those receptions. And the thing is, he is Jared Goff what Travis Kelce is to Patrick Mahomes. He's his dump off guy. He's the guy that's reliable. He's going to go get open for him. So I like to pick at 8. I think I agree with you. It's going to be someone else's steal on that roster if you take him at 8.
Yep. So 9, almost to 10 here. And this one's tough because there's 3 receivers on the board, and I'm looking at all 3, and I'm saying, okay, each one of them have a little bit of some baggage they're bringing into the season. With Puka, slight injury, and we don't know how healthy the quarterback is. With Nico Collins coming off an injury, and we don't know what Houston's going to look like now they've lost. Would y'all pick up? Would y'all just trade for again?
Mechie.
Right. So now there's more eyes on Nico Collins. So I might go ahead here, and it might be a slight reach, but I'm going to take Brian Thomas Jr. I feel like the guy's a freak athlete.
At 9?
A freak athlete. He's flying up boards right now. He's around 10, 11 when it comes to where people are saying that he has been taken so far in a lot of drafts. I might reach for him at 9 because I think I'm not going to get him on the turn. I think if someone's picking 10, 11, 12, he's gone. I like him over those guys. I feel like Jacksonville can't be any worse than they were last year, and he was still good in a really bad offense. I feel they're going to get better this year, so I'm going to take him as my 9th pick.
I mean, I'm going with my boy A.J. Brown.
There you go.
I mean, and it's funny because I was just listening to a video about a bunch of guys in the NFL, and he's like, it was a linebacker saying it was a defensive. I forget who it was, right? And they said that he is one of the most violent receivers in the game. Mm-hmm. He runs with violence in his brain, like he runs like a linebacker's coming at you, and it's unreal what he can do. And he's been Jalen's, again, consistent guy.
Yep.
And if I get him, that's my quarterback I'm going to try to get. So, obviously, go Birds. Let's go.
This year, huh? He's building his roster on the Birds. You heard it right here on the squad. All right, moving on to 10. So we're going to do the bonus too, like we said, with my 10th pick. I'm not going to let him pass me up here either. I know he's going down draft boards, but Puka Nacua is too talented.
Baby, are you down?
And he is the right guy to take at 10. I know I just said I'm concerned about quarterback, but hey, like we said yesterday, that's Stetson magic. We know it's preseason, but if he can get random receivers the ball, he can get Puka the ball. Puka runs better routes. He's a better athlete. This guy's a freak in nature. He showed us that last year. Take Puka with the 10th pick.
Yeah, I think Puka's going to have a breakout. I know I said him for number 2. That would be my number 2 pick if he's there. But if he's there, I think you got to take him because you can get Puka, and then you can go get. I wouldn't get Stafford that high because you're going to have him down probably 5th or 6th round.
Yeah, you get him late.
But you can go get Puka and then get yourself another receiver and have 2 studs, or you can get Puka. And I honestly think Derrick Henry probably, like you said, is going to fall out. So you go get Puka and Derrick.
That's a nice
combo. That's a nice 1-2 right there. I like that. So you're going to get someone in the second, if it's a snake draft, right? So most drafts are. So you can go Puka, T. Higgins, Puka. I actually think Brian Thomas would be the first pick out of the second round. But
that's if you're 10. Now, if we're going a 12-man league here, I'll just say my 2 right now. I'll go 11, 12. You can go 11, 12. But 11, I'm taking CMC for sure because he's not going to make the turn. He's going to be gone. So if you're thinking, I'm picking 10th and I can pick up CMC as my RB1, someone's going to reach for him and take him at 11 or 12 in a 12-man league. I would take him 11 and 12th. This one is might be a reach, but like I said, I'm not too sure about Houston, so I like Nico Collins, but not that much to take him in the first round. I'll reach for Brock Bowers here. I feel like Brock's probably a safer pick. That Jacoby Myers is not a wide receiver 1 to me. He's a wide receiver 1, and they upgraded at the position of quarterback. So you have to think he's going to get the ball, more accurate quarterback. So he's going to get the ball more often, meaning the percentage to how many times you see him on the field, it looks to him, that percentage is going to translate to more catches. Give me Brock at number 12.
Yeah, I mean, I like that. I took him already off the board. So 11, I'm going to go with a guy that is going to be playing his final year in the NFL, and that's Mr. Travis Kelce.
There we go.
I think he's going to go out and ball out. You see it all the time with a lot of guys of that nature, that Hall of Fame nature. If they're going to get, they're going to go balls to the wall, whatever they can do, and he's reliable, right? Yep. He's going to be there for you. I don't think he makes it out of the second round, if not the first 2 picks. So 11, if you're there, I know it's a little bit of risk because of his age and everything like that and his decline last year. But trust me, he's going to get his touches. And then at 12, I think you're going to have to go after Scary Terry. You're going to have to.
You don't know where he's playing yet, right?
I think he's going to be traded by the time or get a contract done by the time. And I just read a rumor saying there's a bunch of teams reaching out. Teams are always reaching out.
New England, and that scares me.
So I see Scary Terry getting a contract done or being traded by the first of the season. My thing is trade him, and that's my pick. I'm saying Terry McLaurin. I think he's a stud. He's a guy that can go out there and make his own routes. He's fast. He's young. He's gonna go make a team really happy when he goes to him, or he's gonna make Jaden Daniels even more happier, like he made him last year. So, so I'm saying Terry McLaurin. I'm gonna go with him.
So there's our first round. We're gonna post this on our socials so you can see our list. So obviously you don't have to be writing notes right now. We'll put them on our socials. Check our Instagram.
No, you gotta
page.
write notes.
All right. So you save your notes for your actual draft. You can just go ahead and screenshot, get on our Instagram page, like, subscribe, give us a follow, screenshot, and let us know if we're ridiculous with our picks or if you agree. Because if you're confused right now, trust me, guys. All right, I got the winners. Trust me. All right,
So
I got the real winners.
my thing is that with the fantasy picking, I always pick a little weird. Like for the first 3 years of my draft, when I was playing fantasy, I always picked quarterback first.
Yeah.
And every single year, I won.
And then you stopped doing that?
No, yeah, kind of, because I got taken. Oh, did we lose everyone?
The camera just clicked.
Oh, there we are. Okay, sorry, we're still working on that. I'm trying to. People at home are probably like, "What the fuck's he doing?"
We're back.
We're back. Okay, there we go.
Now you see us. Now you don't. Now you see us.
All right, so what I always do, I always went with the quarterback. So then I started falling because people started making fun of me. Oh, and then I win at the end of the year, and I'm like, I'm not going to go on with my strategy. I may go with my strategy this year to get a quarterback. Who knows? Who knows? Might go get one.
That just means more wide receivers.
So earlier today, I have to break the news, and not break the news because it's already out there, but I am so mad that he's not sitting here with us. Danny Dimes is the quarterback of the Indianapolis Colts for the season, for the first season,
ladies and gentlemen.
And guess who's his coach?
None other than
Shane Steichen of
formerly
the Philadelphia Eagles. So, Mike, if you're out there watching,
your dream may or may not have come true. If he takes Indy to the playoffs, they're going to be like, gee, damn it. We could have done something else with that Jackson.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine he goes out and goes for 4,000 yards, 45 touchdowns?
Weak enough for him to not ball out that much, but to at least get more wins than
Jags twice.
He was going to get.
I mean, he looks good. He looked good in preseason. I'm not holding anything to preseason. Don't worry. I'm not holding anything to preseason. But he looked pretty good. He looked calm in the pocket. He looks like he's in great shape. For the first time in a long time, he looks like he's in pretty good shape. He looks like he's ready to go. And AR just looks like he took the entire offseason and just never looked at a football once. Never looked at a playbook, never worked.
But you like that, though, right? You like these guys, these young guys. Because the thing with AR, remember talking about what Drew Brees said, AR has maybe 12 quality starts in his career as a big-time starter.
He needs 50.
And he needs a lot more. So you're of the thinking that it's better that he sits out right now.
He should have sat out last year, but
he didn't have that luxury.
No, he didn't have that luxury, right? So the biggest thing with him is he was thrown into a situation where it's like you got to start. But he had Joe Flacco there, right? Joe Flacco just took the Browns to the Super Bowl, to the playoffs.
Yep.
Why not just start him? He's a trustworthy quarterback and can win games. Have him learn from a guy. Like, I don't like the fact that guys have to go in there, and then they did exactly what they did to Andrew Luck. Ran him into the ground, then got him hurt.
Well, everybody knew with his style it was going to be inevitable. But, I kind of heard the contrast of if you know that you're going to be below average, why not throw the guy out there and see what you have? I just feel like AR was the least polished of every quarterback that's come in.
Yep.
To expect him to do something from like within the last 5 years in terms of the amount of starts, like we said, he had quality starts. I just thought it was a big gamble. They knew it too, and by game 4 he was already done.
He was hurt for the season after that.
He didn't make it out the first month.
And then he had the situation where he didn't go out on the field or something like that, and I don't know. It's just. I just can't see it, and then
leadership, like the issues already questioning his leadership, and the kid's had a rough start. So we hope for his.
But it's all self issues too.
Self-inflicted.
I can't feel bad for you.
No, we don't.
You don't want to go out on the field.
We don't want to see him get failed either, right? Like,
I don't want to see him fail, but he's got to learn from his failures. Yeah. He's got to do what he's got to do. So
hopefully he does.
So looking into
meantime, he's holding
sleepers.
He's holding a board up from Mr. Danny Nance.
Yeah, I know. Mike's like he's going to have a great year and he's going to ball out. So when we look at sleepers in fantasy football. Who are your top 2 sleepers that people are going to pass up on in the draft this year?
All right, so my first guy, and like I said, I was saying I'm going to go against this, but there are a couple of rookies that I love. One in particular, Amari Hampton. Amari Hampton is on a very, very run-heavy offense. A lot of people think that he's going to replace Najee Smith at some point. He's a 3-down back. The Chargers want to run the ball a lot, mainly because we see Herbert not being able to be a high-volume quarterback guy that can extend his season, so they're going to have to preserve him, almost load manage him, which means they're going to run their running backs into the ground. And if they have a 2-headed monster, both the guys are going to see a lot. I think by probably October, Amari Hampton might emerge as your starter. And we've seen some rookies really go on a tear.
Well, that's Harbaugh. That's Harbaugh. Right? Harbaugh finds these guys and allows them to be these unsung heroes where you don't know who the hell they are. No one knew who Colin Kaepernick was. He comes in and dominates. And Alex Smith wasn't doing anything wrong but get concussion.
Yep.
He basically did what Drew Bledsoe did.
Yep. Well, you're getting him right now in the maybe as late as the 5th round. He's projected 49th, 48th. I think if people go receiver early and a lot of running backs off the board, they will reach for him. That might be one of my strategies, so I'm kind of giving away my secret here. But I think he's going to surprise a lot of people. You're going to get second-round value for this guy because they are going to give him the ball a lot.
Luckily, the show's recorded, so I can watch this while we're drafting. My sleeper is going to be none other than Nick Chubb. I think Nick Chubb is getting a new life in Houston, and anytime someone leaves Cleveland, they tend to have pretty good success.
Yeah.
Look at, the track record, right? So I think Nick Chubb has dealt with a bunch of injuries in his career, and now he's got a guy like Joe Mixon. I don't think you should, put him in your starting rotation, but it's nice to have late in the year when you need a flex because he's going to be a 2-down back. I think they're going to utilize those 2 backs like Montgomery and Gibbs.
Yeah,
they're gonna have Mixon come out to the flat, and they're gonna have Nick Chubb run right up the gut, and that's how it should be, right? And I think with him, he's gonna give you those power runs. He's gonna give you those short line touchdowns. So he may give you 15 to 20 points. He's not gonna be the guy that wins you your week, but he's a guy that's going to help you win your week in the sense of you need a 15 to 18 points from your flex. He's going to give you that. So, plus they got a great team around him, got a great offensive line. I love the coach. DeMeco Ryan is. If Nick Sirianni wasn't the coach, I would say 100% go get DeMeco Ryan when it was the time. So, I like DeMeco Ryan. I like what he does, his offensive schemes. I think Nick Chubb is a sleeper. Who's your second one?
Brian Robinson Jr. We have no idea what's going on with the wide receiver room right now in Washington. Which means that our boy Jaden Dallin is either going to keep the ball a lot, and at some point his coach is going to be like, you can't do this and sustain this for the whole season, especially if they're having some success. Yep. So that means Q running backs on the goal line. Brian Robinson Jr. is the kind of guy that can give you a sleeper 11-12 as a flex maybe. He's going to have a tutty. He's going to have probably about 12 to 13 looks, might pick up another 50 yards. So there's your 12-point guy where you just need a flex to get you double because you have, double points, teenage in that range, because you have enough studs, so you just need to make sure your flex doesn't bust. He might be a consistent week-to-week guy. He might also move up to the RB2. And we know what goes on with teams when they have to run the ball a lot. That RB2 might be an RB1 pretty soon. You might get him in the 8th round. That's a big steal right now. 80th, 81st is where people have him. So you can wait and sit, build your top 5, and then start to stack some depth. I'd say Brian Robinson Jr. might be a safe pick.
I'm going to go with Devontae Smith. I'm going to go my Eagles tonight. Go Birds. Let's go. Devonta has proven year in and year out he's the toughest guy on the team. Even though A.J. Brown runs viciously, Devonta has taken some unreal
Huge
hits. And he
to the
goes
point
up
where
and he
doesn't
catches
make
it
sense.
and he holds it down and he gets his touchdown. I mean, he was a key guy for the Super Bowl. Caught that dagger from Jalen, 55 yards.
Celebrating.
Yeah, yeah. So he's a sleeper, and I think he's going to be there probably 7th round for you. That you're going to be like, oh shit, he's still there. Cool. And then draft him real quick because I think people are thinking all these other receivers, these number ones around, and then they're going to slide on him. See AJ Brown come off the board, and you're gonna be like, shit, AJ Brown, Saquon's gone, and then oh yeah, this other guy who gets about an average of I think he gets about 5 to 8 touches a game, which still is a lot for a number 2.
Yeah.
AJ's going to get the bulk of them, but he's that guy that you can put in late in the year, healthy, stays healthy. Could be a solid pick for you.
So they call him unglamorous, but here's the thing: he's solid. AJ is actually trending downward year by year.
He's older too,
right? He's getting older, so you have to figure maybe Devonta's sort of like, is he going to leapfrog him? Not so much as be the alpha, but leapfrog him in terms of can he start showing signs that he could be there one. Maybe you forget this guy was a Heisman Trophy winner as well. So the guy is super talented. His game is complete. He runs great routes. Like you said, he's willing to take hits. Of course, management doesn't like that much, but hey, he's a tough kid, so I like the pick a lot. I think you can wait for him in the 5th round and probably end up getting a steal there if you need that flex player and you're not sure if you should go running back, wide receiver, go wide receiver.
Yeah, and the one other player that I was looking at was Ladd McConkey.
Yeah,
I think he's going to have a huge year for the Chargers.
Yeah,
he had a pretty solid year last year. I think if he's there late, pick him up for a backup. I mean, you always need backup players and solid backup players. And with getting Keenan Allen back, with developing the offensive line like they have for the Chargers, Justin Herbert doesn't have to throw the ball as much. But when he does, he looks at his tight ends most of the time. So
and that's why I feel. So I kind of went the other way with that because I feel with the offensive coordinator being such a run-heavy guy, with Herbert getting his guy back, like him and Keenan already kind of have that. I don't need to know where you are sort of chemistry. I feel that takes away from Ladd's productivity this year, and people are saying he might go as high as the 2nd round. Some people have him going as early as 15th or even 14th. I've heard in drafts. I think that's a huge overreach. I think you could wait on him. If somebody takes him early in your league, good for them. But if he's sitting there in the 3rd round, late 3rd round still, and you're not sure, he is a 1. So if you went running back heavy early on, and a lot of great receivers are off the board, Ladd's a hell of an athlete. And hey, if you're willing to gamble on him, go ahead, but wait till the late 3rd, maybe 4th round.
I'm looking at my phone right now, and I'm a little annoyed.
By what?
By Fox, NFL on Fox. If you like our show that much and you want to steal our ideas, at least message us and have us come on and do it. They have right here, rank these tight ends 1 through 5.
They heard our conversation.
Well, obviously I threw in Aaron Hernandez there, but which it kind of screwed over Mike. If you want to see the first episode, I did blind ranking these wide receivers. So
where do they have our boy Brock?
Oh no, it's just saying for share your rankings. It's just saying, it just says this like that.
Okay. I got you.
So I don't know if you can see it online.
But on that list, there's Brock, there's Kittle. What do they have up there?
They have Brock, Travis, Trey McBride, like you were saying, George Kittle, and Mark Andrews.
Decent list. I think it's right. I mean, I like Laporta, but
I mean, I'm gonna go Travis 1, Mark 2, Brock 3, George 4, Trey 5. Trey is sneaky.
Trey's sneaky.
And
we still don't know who the number 1 is in Arizona, so he's the number 1.
No, I mean Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, he bulked up a lot. He still has to prove it. Trey proved it more last year. He's the more reliable receiver. So.
But you got to give him the ball, too. So.
Yeah, you have to give him more opportunities.
I had a post today I put out there. Go ahead, check it out at Cinco Squad Pod 05. And it was basically this girl on she was here, I'll play it. Let me see if I can play it. Hold on. Let me see if I can play it here. Give me 1 second. Hold on, everyone. Grandpa Jay's going to have our elevator music.
By the way, like the elevator music, have you guys heard those remixes where you're singing the song and you're like, wait, why does this not sound like the actual song? I guess a lot of hotels, especially in hotels, they don't have the rights to play the music, or they didn't get the whoever owns the record. So they have to play the rendition versions. So if you're ever singing along and you're wondering, why the hell does this not sound like the real song? It's because it ain't. And I've been fooled many a times. I'm like, wait, what? Oh, of course, this isn't the real version. So.
All right. Well, here it is right here. So here's a clip that where'd it go? So here's a clip on Cinco Squad's page. Here. Let me see. Let me go to the page. So here it is.
Incoming reaction, ladies and gentlemen.
And I can't do anything on this. Apparently. Okay, never mind. So I'm all over the place here. But
all right, set us up. So a girl, is she doing an interview? What's she doing?
I don't know what she was doing. She basically was just saying that I can't even remember. So basically she was saying like men wearing jerseys.
Yeah.
Men wearing jerseys to athletic events.
Yeah.
Like NFL means you're not athletic.
What?
You're not athletic if you're a grown man wearing a jersey. So and she goes on to say, I get into fights at bars because number one, I just want to start a fight.
Yeah.
And these grown men say, I played Division II for a couple of years. And she's like, well, I played Division I women's basketball at Big 12 level. And I came back and said, okay, so you don't want this grown man buying your jersey nowadays.
True.
For you to get paid off of it? So I want to hear your thoughts on this. How does that math?
There's no correlation. There's really no correlation. I feel like anybody's allowed to be a fanatic for their team. If you're a fanatic and you're a diehard and you love your team's jersey because you have to look, the color has to work for you too, right? You can't really not be able to wear that team's color because, like me, if my team was the Saints, I can't wear the gold jerseys. I'm going to look like I'm camouflaged or I'm not really wearing anything or numbers are painted on me, right? There's certain things you can't wear. You have to go all black. I'll go all black. I love the Saints all blacks. I don't like the Saints. I like their blacks. But it's interesting that someone would make it a point to come out and be like, you're non-athletic because so it's kind of like, what do women wear to cover themselves up? Is it the same thing? Like if you're overweight and once a woman have this on, it means that they're trying to cover themselves up because they don't want people to see how curvy they are. Like, is that what it is? You buy a triple XL jersey to cover up the way you look? I don't get where she's coming from here. To me, it's just banter. There's really no point she has to this. If you like your freaking team and you want to wear the jersey to the game, that's basically it.
What's the difference between me buying a $300 jersey and her buying a $10,000 Louis bag or whatever they're going to cost? What's the difference between that?
Fashion. High fashion.
My jersey's high fashion. It's authentic. Stitched.
Yeah.
From the field.
Cost you $9,700 less.
Yeah, exactly.
So you do a lot more of that money.
So with $10,000,
with travel to see your team play in different stadiums with that jersey on your back.
I could have season tickets and go to every game away and home for the amount that you spend on your one bag.
Yeah.
You know what? Half the time, that bag sits in a closet, doesn't get taken out one time.
Shout out to my sister, your Louis V collection.
Don't do that to me. Stop, never mind. You keep your bags are sweet. But no, it's just like, why is that the comment? Like, I have over 500 jerseys, and I'll be straight up.
You really have 500?
I have 3 totes.
That's
big,
crazy.
Long totes of jersey. I mean, one day I'll bring them out here when Fonz is on.
One day you should do a value of how much your jersey.
No, I should just put them all on.
Just the whole living room floor. It's like
no. I just put them all on. Just how long does it take
to snowman at some point?
Bro, you guys would have to be over there when I do it, because if I did it, I suffocate. No, I'd be suffocating. I'd be like, bro, get it off.
I don't know how many you can actually get on in one try. That'd be interesting one day to be like, start with one jersey and we just have a ticker going 2.
Well, I know there's one that would have to be last. That's my mini Mike jersey from hockey.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because it's like this big, and I haven't been this big since that big, so I would have to go around my neck and just
it's a bandana.
Fat guy
and for the back,
and
the
a little
bandana around his head. He wears his junior hockey jersey.
But I just don't understand where your mindset is with saying that. Like, what is you? And the guy's like, I don't understand. Like, you're going to. He's like, it's not like you're going to the store. You're going to the game.
Yeah.
And the girl's like, well, why don't you just wear a polo or a shirt?
It's hot.
So why does it matter?
I don't know.
I mean,
well, first of all, the frat boys do the polo khaki thing, so you leave that for the frat boys, right? That's like the frat boys.
Well, you know what I can't stand?
What's that?
Is when someone wears a jersey and wears a button up underneath it.
Oh.
That drives me nuts. With the collar hanging out, the dress slacks, I'm like, that bothers me. But even so, I wouldn't say something to that person. Let that man live. He probably just came. He probably makes way more than I do, and he can do whatever the hell he wants with his money. But that bothers me. I'm like, golly, man.
Like, as a fan, you can do whatever the hell you want. Forget the criticism. If you love your team and you think that support, meaning you're wearing the colors of your team, counts. You know, a lot of people are very superstitious, right? It's like, I gotta wear this color jersey or whatever it is at this time of the year. So, hey.
Shit, that was me last year. My superstition got broke with the Super Bowl because you guys remember, I told you when we won the Super Bowl, when the Eagles won the Super Bowl the first time, I watched it with no one. I was with you that day. During the day, we had steak when you ate steak.
Yeah.
And then I basically said, all right, I'm going to have cheesesteaks by myself. Yeah. You're like, hey, you want to come to the Super Bowl party? I'm like, nope. But I broke that last year with having people here for the Super Bowl. Bubba, what do you think? What do you think? Are you non-athletic if you wear? You have jerseys.
Yeah.
So Bubba's a non-athletic person.
How dare you say that about us?
You son of a bitch. Bubba has 3 jerseys, mind you, and he wears them proudly.
Yeah. Maybe not to the game, but he wears the jerseys.
So let's get back on track with fantasy. So you have an interesting little take about trades. Let me hear about it.
I have an interesting take here because I feel like a lot of times your league can get very stagnant. People want to hold on to players. So it becomes kind of boring. Like the waiver wires get really thin. Season's going on. Maybe you're not having fun anymore because maybe you're not competing for the playoffs. I think that we should have these radical rules in all leagues. And maybe you can apply it to yours, but it would be really cool if it was across the board. And every year there's this like one unanimous rule that everybody has to adopt. So I came up with 2 ideas. I'm going to throw them at you.
Okay.
Tell me which one you think would be the most fun if we adopted this in our single squad league. So number 1, everybody has to make 3 trades in that season per month. So you have to make a trade at
per
the beginning
month?
So you have to make a trade at the beginning of October, at the beginning of November, and beginning of December because you can't do it in January.
Oh, okay. You said per month.
Well, I mean like 1 per month. That's what I mean, right?
Okay.
So you make a trade at the start of each month. So you kind of looked at your team over a month. So you're tracking it every 4 games. I think that would be a lot of fun because you have to make shifts. The teams would look different. So when you play that person again, who knows? You might have someone who you were weak at that position. Now you're strong. Now you can compete with them. I think it'll make the league more interesting. So have a trade, 3 trades per year. You have to do it, or else you're disqualified from the playoffs if you refuse it. Or number 2, every single team has to draft with their last pick, Mr. Insignificant or whatever it's called, a rookie quarterback or a second-year guy that hasn't started more than a game or 2, let's say. So you have to just go ahead and fill that spot with a backup QB, and it has to be a young guy. More for shits and giggles to see who's going to fight for who and jockey for that position and actually feel like they're smart enough to make a prediction.
Well,
this guy can.
Do you have to play that rookie quarterback or anything?
Well, you got to keep him on your roster for at least half the
What's the punishment if you don't do the thing? Like, not miss the playoffs. You can't do that because you're messing with people's money at that point. Because what's the punishment if you don't? It's got to be something.
Well, as a commissioner, you have to say, look, you have to trade. Like, if you're not trading at this point,
what do? Kick them out and give them $50 back?
I guess you could refund them.
I mean, that's going to get tough because a lot of people don't like to make trades and a lot of people don't.
Yeah, but it's not like you have to trade. So it's not like you have to trade your best guy. If you have, hey, I'll go down the list. If you have someone like Xavier Worthy on your bench and you realize that some guy has a bunch of buys this week and he needs a random wide receiver, the Chiefs are playing a team with a terrible defense and playing the Bengals. Hey, I'm offering you Xavier Worthy. I need a running back. You're deep at that position. Give me this guy. Like, it may also work out where it's strategy. I'm going to take this.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to take if I don't have to play the rookie quarterback or a rookie second player, second year, I'm going to take that. Because if you don't
which one's more fun, though? That's what I'm saying.
Well, obviously, the trade is more fun, but you're playing with, like, more people are playing with, like, money. I mean, and especially big money leagues. Like, if you're playing $400 or $500 and you're like, let's just say your buy-in's $500 and your payout's what, like a 10-man league, that's $5,000, say it's $4,500.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you're looking at now you're messing with almost $5,000 of someone's money.
Yeah, I know they have some big leagues, right?
So like, I wouldn't do that, but I think the trade would be interesting because it forces you to strategize. It forces you. You know what else it forces? It forces people that come in to do fantasy and then just never look at the roster.
Exactly. You at least
that eliminates that. A little bit. Yeah. The quarterback thing, I can just draft a quarterback, put him on my bench. I don't care. There's like 6 bench spots. I can just do that. And let's just say he gets hurt. Okay, now he's
don't.
now I get another bench spot plus an IR is filled.
Yeah.
So I like the trading because it makes it a little bit more interesting, makes people pay attention, and it gets the league engaging. Like you can engage with strategy. You're obviously not going to trade your number one pick unless it's for a bunch of like number twos.
I did in one my league. I traded Jamar Chase a couple years ago.
The first year I was with my work league, I traded James Conner.
Yeah.
No, I traded David. What's his name?
Montgomery?
No, David Johnson.
Okay.
I traded David Johnson for. I think it was James Conner. No, it couldn't be. They're on the same team. What did I trade him for? I think it was James Conner. Or my
Conner's
number.
with the Steelers at the time, probably. They were on the same team.
I forget who I traded him for, but it was like all of a sudden, I traded my number one pick away, and my team immediately got better.
Yep.
Because the guy I traded away got hurt, and it ended up being a great trade. But it would have been a great trade for this one person I was playing against. But they were, you can't call an injury. Like his first game, I think the guy had like 27 points, 30 points.
Yeah.
So he had a good game. But I would do the trading. What do you guys think? Would you guys do the trading, or would you pick up a draft quarterback? But there's got to be some sort of punishment if you don't. I want to know. It's got to be goofy. Like I want some goofy ass. Like they had one guy. He like they have one. I saw that.
Bro, they're getting the freaking funky ass tattoos. That's extreme when they make like last.
They had one guy go to a random bowling alley in just a tutu. And he had a bowl, like no underwear.
Hey, I'll tell you a cool story. I saw these guys do this. I thought it was a lot of fun. If you have your fantasy draft out in public, all of you guys go to like a thrift store, and you guys have to choose each other's outfits for each other, and you can't not wear it. So whatever you chose for me, I have to wear it. If Mike chose something for, let's say, Trey, he would have to wear it, and then you have to go to your draft party, wherever that is, dressed in those clothes. I think that's kind of fun if you could have fun with your league like that as well. It kind of shows that you guys are about having fun. And that's what fantasy is, guys. That's why as much as there's a buy-in and we say, hey, there's money on the line, it's about being a little more in this game environment with the game of football, we call it. It's life for some people, right? It truly is. Like people live for football season. But at the end of the day, fantasy is a game and it's supposed to be fun. So tell us your ideas. What do you think would make fantasy a lot more fun for your fantasy league this year? Throw that idea out there. You never know if people are going to take on it, especially if you have a draft where you guys all meet up. And share it with us because we want to know how we can also make our league a little more fun.
Yes, sir. So we'll make sure you drop your comments in on YouTube at Single Squad Pod 05. Make sure you give us a subscribe, follow, what have you. We'll be back here on Thursday at 8:20, 8:30ish. So make sure you guys tune into the socials, and we'll see you guys here next week.